Throughout my journey in AI, I've noticed some insane job opportunities that have popped up that anybody can now scoop up due to the powerful tools that are coming out every day in the AI world. In this video, I'm breaking down the best 3 side hustles that you can start in 2023 using AI. I'm gonna start from the fastest paying AI side hustles to the highest risk, highest reward opportunities that are out there. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff to help me out. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Jobs created in the 3D AI world.
Video to 3D, text to 3D, voice to 3D, 3D animation, the list goes on and on. First, let's look at how people are making money in the 3D realm. Then I'll list out all the examples of jobs that you can do today. And lastly, I'll give you all the AI tools that you need to make it all happen. Let's dive into Fiverr and look at some of the 3D jobs that people are already doing. Starting with the 3D animated video artists. I stumbled across this person's account called Solia99, and some things really stood out to me that are just absolutely mind-blowing. First of all, Solia has been doing visual effects for over 10 years, but now she's using outdated and honestly confusing 3D tools like Houdini and Blender. She charges a minimum of $1,500 per order and has received 27 5-star reviews, meaning at the minimum, at the bare minimum, she has made about $27,000 on this Fiverr job alone. Now, after looking at her example artworks, guys, I have some really bad news for Solia, because not only can I make better examples today using AI tools like Wonder Dynamics and Luma Labs, but I can do it way faster and cheaper as well. Meaning this is an exact job that's going to be replaced. And since the average turnaround for Solia is 14 days, it can actually be a pretty relaxed side hustle, because every single time you get an order, you have 2 weeks to get the job done. And with these AI tools, it takes like a minute. Now, once you start getting good, I'm going to give you another example of how much money is in the 3D game once you just start leveling up talent-wise. So we're looking at Dennis Dean's Fiverr account. Now, this guy does mainly 3D artwork and 3D game characters, and here's some of his stats. His minimum order starts at 2,000 Canadian and goes up to 10 fucking grand. Based on reviews and minimum order price of 2K, Dennis has generated a minimum of $333,000 US on this Fiverr job alone, and he currently has 2 orders in the queue right now, meaning he's cash flowing and people are still demanding this type of service. What stood out to me the most on this guy's job page is the fact that he wasn't using one AI-based tool in his workflow. And to be honest, his art examples from the looks of it are actually weak as hell. Like, your examples after just playing around with a tool called Spline, like the easiest text to 3D tool out there, will create way better examples than the ones that he has made here, and he's still making insane money off of it. Now, this is kind of mind-blowing to me, and I honestly am going to try this if you're not going to try this, and I will make a video updating you guys about this, because he's making too much money, it seems like, for the art that he's producing, and it's just too easy. Like with Luma Labs, you can literally create hyper-realistic game assets from converting a normal video, and that seems to be his pillar, or the thing that he's making a lot of money from. Now you can do that with your fucking iPhone, so anybody can get into the same game now.
Job number 2. Building out a faceless YouTube channel or even an entire social media brand by creating AI influencers.
Ayo, Crody, listen up if you're a real one, because this is some advice.
In this example, Linkin Park hired an AI company to make an AI music video for them, and it has done 32 million views on YouTube. And if the Google Ads was paying a modest $3 per 1,000 views, this video has generated $96,000 from ads alone. Anybody can now play the content game. Like, think about it like this. All the Giga Chads in India with accents thicker than Kim K's booty can now make content that is understandable by having a realistic 3D influencer read the script to them. Guys, the possibility in video creation right now, thanks to AI, is literally endless. And I'm gonna make an entire YouTube video on this channel using AI. So if you wanna see that, definitely subscribe so you guys don't miss that. So guys, the tools that you need for job number 2 are Premiere Pro for editing, 11 Labs for voice cloning, Canva for thumbnails and any video background removing, CapCut for animated thumbnails, HeyGen AI for 3D avatars that can speak using the 11 Labs voice clone, and lastly, Luma Labs for that next level 3D edits or animations.
Job number 3. Building your own AI product with no code tools.
Now, if that sounded like gibberish, don't worry, I'll explain. After studying tons of AI tools myself, coming up with new AI business ideas is actually easier than you think, because an API is essentially the back-end access to how an AI tool functions. So like ChatGPT API, for example, is ChatGPT without it looking all pretty, and then the developers can actually build on top of it. But now it's not only developers, but it's also no-code entrepreneurs, because you can ask GPT itself for the coding instructions. And so anybody can now create an AI with a fine-tuned use case and then use AI to build out a website and then sell it. Now it sounds a little confusing, but at the end of the day, anytime you do get confused, you can just ask ChatGPT to help you out. A huge bonus of software products, guys, is that the margins are through the roof, meaning once you get sales, you're basically pocketing all of it. And once you do get a sale, the operations of the product, or actually getting the product to the customer, is all done by AI, so you don't have to worry about that either. First example is Tweet Hunter. This team combined the ChatGPT API with Twitter's API, and they were able to have ChatGPT learn how you tweet and then generate new tweet ideas for you, helping you go viral on Twitter faster, because then they can just schedule it out for you and then everything's automated. They ended up selling for $2 million after a year, even though they didn't invent anything. They created a new use case for ChatGPT that people needed. The next example I use is my own AI product, proshots.io. We have basically made the best AI avatar generator on the planet by fine-tuning and adding new prompts to an already existing API model, and now our avatars are the best I've ever seen. We did this with Bubble.io, which was a no-code software developing platform, and I think we can teach it to anybody else. And so if you want my team of Voltaire to carry your hand to make some money in this confusing AI world, we have a private Discord where we're teaching students, and all you have to do is comment "I'm in," and we will send you an invite to see if you're eligible. Good luck out there. I'm gonna go sleep.